Hi, I'm Will Tier. I'm the film beat reporter.
And I'm Mason Glad, and I'm the industry beat reporter. And today we're talking about the new Adam McKay film, Don't Look
Up.
There's a comet headed directly towards Earth.
Do you know how many the world is ending meetings we've had over the last 2 years?
Drought, famine, hole in the ozone is so boring.
Mason, do you want to kick us off with your thoughts?
Watching this movie was quite an experience, especially like on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. This is not a Christmas movie. Not that I thought it was, but yeah.
No, this is not fun for the whole family. This is just a downer. This is just a downer of a movie.
So I didn't hate it, but I see some potential. I see what they were going for, but the execution was not there, Will.
No, it really wasn't. I don't want to say I hated it, but spoilers for the rest of the conversation. It was I gave it a 1 star out of 5. I really did not enjoy my time. It borders on a 1.5 stars, but that is the farthest I will go for this movie.
One thing that we were talking about is how this movie tried to be 10,000 different things and 10,000 different genres. So what do you think about that?
It was a comedy, but it wasn't funny enough. It was a drama, but I didn't feel anything. And it was a satire, but their version of satire was just saying something important, and then you have to connect the dots of whether it's important or not to you, if that makes any sense. Like they'll say, oh, no one believes in science, but then you have to kind of pick it up, and it wasn't anything new. This movie was famously about climate change, but was made during COVID, which changed the script a little bit, but the basis of it was climate change. We could see the things like COVID, but when I was watching this, I'm like, this isn't good. Like, I live in that world. Like, I know this would happen. Like, they're right. Like, there would be people who wouldn't believe the comet exists, but that's going to hit Earth. But other than that, like, beyond that little idea, there's really, where else can you go?
Yeah, so the movie, I think it was advertised as a comedy, but I did not think it was very funny. The point of the movie, to me, seemed like this big social commentary on climate change and like the world in general. And to be honest, like, I think they did sort of a good job of representing the world, and like, I think and it was sort of realistic in some senses of what would happen, and like that was kind of fun to see play out. But I think everything was like too on the nose to like be fun in any way. It was just a bummer, and like I feel like what they were trying to tell us, like I knew, like I didn't learn anything. I didn't learn anything.
No, and then there's never, even like when they have like commentary on something, again, like you said, like after they throw it in your face one time, you're like, no, I get it. Like I wish I could do something about climate change, but like I don't know what, like I'm doing my best. I recycle, but like beyond, like I don't know. we know these things. Leo and J-Law, thoughts?
I'm really torn. I thought Leo was pretty good in this movie. I mean, it's Leonardo DiCaprio. Like, he's a good actor.
He's a good, like, no matter what script you give him, he's gonna do his best. Like that's never impossible. J-Law was good. I honestly, with pretty much every actor, they did their part. They like, no one was like, unless the writing was bad, the actor wasn't bad. Like, they're all talented people. Like,
I don't know. So, full disclosure, I am not a Jennifer Lawrence fan.
Interesting.
I just think she always looks miserable in everything she's doing and is not fun. And I think that actually brought the movie down, because we said this movie was not fun. I think if she played it up a little more, it would have been more fun to watch. But I mean, she did good. Like, she's a good actress. I don't know.
That's good. I think I'd blame the direction more than her.
Yeah, there's a lot of supporting cast in this movie.
Yeah,
I'm wondering,
stacked.
I want you to tell me who you think the best one was and who you think the worst one was.
I'll give it to Jonah Hill. Maybe. It's okay. We're gonna have a discussion about this. It's Jonah Hill. I might give it to Mark Rylance, which I know we talked about this very briefly, but you weren't a huge Mark Rylance fan in this movie. I'm saying Mark Rylance because I did not like this movie at all, and just him basically being like Paolo Gucci, like Jared Leto from House of Gucci, and just being weird is kind of felt like a breath of fresh air. Like you felt like he was in a comedy and no one else was, kind of.
I think my favorite supporting cast performance, you might disagree with this. I think Timothée Chalamet, he's not in the movie that much, but
No.
he's a great actor.
Oh,
I don't know.
Yeah. No, so
And I think he did his part really well. And honestly, in the last scene, he has this little moment that I actually thought worked and added some layer of emotion to this movie.
I can understand that. I feel that my issue with Timmy was just love Timmy. Really big fan. He came out with like 2 great movies this year. He's killing it. I'm really happy and I'll watch anything he does, honestly. My issue is just I didn't like the character. I don't know why he really was there.
Well, that kind of, in some ways, speaks to the editing of the movie, and I know you had complaints about the editing, so please rant, Will. Go for it.
Oh boy, I'm backing up for this one. We have very big issues. So just to get a little filmmaking and nerdy with the editing, the makeup and hairstyling department and the editing department really dropped the ball. There are way too many inserts of shots. Like they'll just be talking and then they'll throw in someone's hands or someone's eyelashes or someone's lips for no reason. You can do inserts. There's a way to do that. But the editor must have had carpal tunnel by the end of this because he could not stay in a shot for longer than 3 seconds. And it was terribly distracting, took away any emotion I had for any scene, and kind of made me a little angry.
Yeah, I think the editing, it does keep the movie at a quick momentum, but, and I know this is a joke with me, but this movie is long.
This movie's long. This movie's long. And I know, it is a running joke with us where like you'd be like, you could have shaved 15 minutes off, which is, but like for this movie, I'm so with you. Adam McKay, make it an hour and 30 minutes. Out of every movie I've ever seen, I think it was the worst editing I've ever seen in a movie.
Let's transition from that to the last topic. Me and you talk a lot about the Oscars.
I love them. I love them.
This movie is obviously vying for some Oscars.
Oh, yeah.
Regardless of your opinion, what do you think it'll get nominated for?
Regardless of my opinion, I think it kind of has a possibility. And I say possibility for Best Original Screenplay. Maybe something for Leo, maybe.
I don't know.
I don't know. Honestly, I'm trying to think of what this would get.
I am sorry to say this.
Best Picture.
It could get Best Picture. Could get a nomination for Best Picture.
If it wins, I'm gonna talk about this for a very long time. But like a nomination, I'm not gonna be upset. It'll probably get nominated.
The only nomination I'm sure of, and it could even win, is Best Original Song for Just Look Up for Ariana Grande. That was very good.
Okay, and honestly, the song was like the one redeeming part because it is on the nose, but because it's Ariana Grande and Kid Cudi singing like a song that kind of puts all the pieces together, like it works. So
to wrap this up, I know you alluded it to before, but what's your final rating and thoughts?
My final rating is a single star out of 5. I felt physically not okay during this movie, which is something I never want to say about anything, but I felt physically not okay watching this. It really disorienting. I didn't care for any part of it, really.
I'm going to give it probably 2 stars. I didn't like it. I think it has some redeeming quality, some good ideas, but execution is not there. Honestly, I was so excited for this movie, and this is one of the biggest disappointments of the year. All right. Well, thanks for talking, Will, and we'll see you guys next time.
Thank you.